I went on a first date on the 13th of February with a girl, and then we agreed to go on a date.
For some?
Yeah. Then we agreed to go on a date the next day without thinking what day it was. And
Did the first one gone well?
First one was nice. We went ice skating, but I'd never been ice skating before.
Classic.
So she was like going round and lapping me, and I was doing the whole kind of.
I want to know about the details.
After that, no, anyway, I was holding on to the side of the ice rink, and my legs wobbling like a baby giraffe. Yeah. And then she was having a much better time than I was. But then, like, I agreed to.
But she agreed to a second date.
She's like, second date. She said, "There's a line dancing class that I go to." So you come line.
She's a keeper.
Come line dancing with me tomorrow, and I was like, "Yep, definitely." And then
definitely.
And then like
how old were you at this point?
I would have been 18. I think 18 years old. I was going to go to line dancing.
Yeah.
And
Cotton Eye James.
Yeah, I went about bought a plaid shirt. And
did you?
No, I didn't.
For a minute.
I believe I just dressed nice and casual.
What, like jump over your shoulders?
Yeah, didn't even get top button undone. And I got my brother to drive me to the line dancing class.
Yeah.
And on the way there,
yourself out on the way there.
Huh?
You don't want to tie yourself out by walking there.
No, she should have arrived by horse. Would have been more appropriate. Tied it up outside. But my brother was driving me, and on the way there, I got a text from her pulling out of the date. But
sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
I'd already kind of like committed myself to. I got myself in the zone in my head that I was going line dancing, and this is what I was doing.
Valentine's Day.
And I said to my brother, I still kind of want to go. And he was like, "Well, I'll go with you."
Oh my!
So me and my brother went line dancing together, and we were the youngest there by about 40 years. Like everyone else was like way older than us.
Yeah, well, understandably. Why has she pulled out?
She said she had got home and her mum had thrown her a surprise Valentine's party.
Yes.
Which I think is the oldest lie in the Valentine's book.
Lie.
But I felt...
that's actually a template on texts for putting out.
This just comes with the phone.
Sorry, got home. There was a surprise Valentine's party. Send?
I have received that text many a time, mainly in the autumn. But yeah, we got there.
That's definitely a surprise party in the autumn.
But yeah, we did the whole we had a really good time, and we ended up really enjoying it. And there was like the line dancing leader was a lady called B, and she made it her mission all night to zing me and make fun of me in front of everyone.
Oh, so what kind of slams was she laying down?
Well, at one point I was line dancing near, unbeknownst to me, somewhere where someone had spilt a drink in a little puddle, and she went, up. Someone got too excited by line dancing, he couldn't wait, and everyone really laughed. And I was looking around at them going, "You lot are really old, it's more likely it was one of you. Don't even start making fun of me for this."
No, because if there's one moral from the story, it's that no one should be making fun of you on that night. If you can beat James's story, and you can't, but if you can, genuinely, if you can, at XFM or 63936.
Josh Widdicombe XFM.
XFM, and that's Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger, which is about Meg White leaving the White Stripes, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Replaced by someone called Sally.
But if you missed the last thing, that'll make no sense at all. But James is now saying that every song is about Meg White, and it's going to get increasingly difficult because the next song is well, we'll see, won't we? Now, this is James Acaster. Well, this is Josh Widdicombe. I'm joined by James Acaster. It's very rare you confuse who you are yourself.
Wishful thinking, I think. That was what that was.
Now, before the break, we were talking about the worst Valentine's Day. The listeners had some good ones, and then James Acaster basically came in and blitzed the whole thing with the worst ever Valentine's Day, which was, to cut a long story short, a second date, line dancing, where he was driven by his brother to meet this girl who dropped out on the way. So James took his brother line dancing and was then accused of wetting himself by the old woman who led the group. Oh, we thought that's bad. During the two songs that we just heard about Meg White, it transpired that there was more details. The story continued.
Well, it took a turn for the better to begin with, because at the end of our line dancing class, there was
how did it take a turn from that? They decided to play Russian roulette.
Basically, all the old ladies left, and then we were allowed to stay and watch the next class if we wanted. Of course,
not made of stone.
We're happening cats. We've got so much going on Valentine's Day that we decided to stay and watch the next class. And but it was loads of like girls our age and like proper dancers. And afterwards, a group of them came and just gravitated towards me and my brother, sat around us, started chatting to us.
They did.
It's going really well.
It's catering. It's February the 14th.
Yeah.
You're in a room with your brother. The girls aren't gonna leave you alone.
I mean, at the time, I was thinking, we're idiots for not doing this every Valentine's Day. This is why isn't there more guys coming? There's single women here. It's Valentine's Day. You just sit
like
around.
moths to a light bulb.
Yeah. This is fish in a barrel. And then like a group of them all went up to my brother. We'll teach you some dance moves. Come on, and they took him by the hand, took him over to the dance floor.
What happened to you?
I was left in the booth.
Booth?
I was in a little booth in a corner.
Oh, right, yeah.
I was left there with their mother, who come to pick them up, and they were there dancing with Steve.
Was she throwing down some moves?
No, she was just sitting. She was telling me about her son, who was a professional dancer, whose stage name was Hypno. Hypno, not to be confused with Hypno Disc, the classic Robot Wars robot, which I believe won many a.
Who's your favourite robot? Robot Wars.
It was Hypnodisc, but then I was also a fan of the house robot Matilda, who didn't take it.
What about So Kill a Lot?
So Kill a Lot was good fun. I mean, I
think producer Neil's got a new social media challenge, which is track down all the robots from Robot Wars.
Especially I can't remember what it's called, but the one that originally self-righted itself, because it used to be a thing where like, if they got flipped over, that was it. Yeah. And then the first robot that had that self-righting mechanism, then everyone copied it, but the first time it did it, Craig Charles lost it.
Jonathan Pierce, I was the commentator on that. He used to absolutely lose it over robot. It was. I didn't really like it, but anyway.
So me and that lady were chatting about Robot Wars, and
of course you bloody were.
And her son Hypno, and then she eventually, my brother's there dancing, and I kind of gave him the thumbs up, and then she went to me, so how long have you been together? And I realised, obviously, my brother also at the time worked in a gym as a personal trainer. He was very buff. I'm quite a scrawny, weedy guy. He was there just dancing. Of course it looked like that. We've gone to line dancing together on Valentine's Day. And
we've already discussed that you dressed casual for the event.
Yeah. And I tried to clear things up by saying he's my brother, and that made matters worse, quite frankly. She didn't want to talk to me after that.